What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to our video. Today, I'll be taking a look at the starting lineup for the 2024 Toyota Save Mart 350 at Sonoma Raceway. Let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. Starting on the pole, we have two-time NASCAR Cup Series champion Joe Logano in the 22 car for Team Penske. Is starting in second position on the front row. We have two-time NASCAR Xfinity Series champion Tyler Reddick in the 45 car for 23XI Racing. Starting in third position, we have the defending NASCAR Cup Series champion Ryan Blaney in the 12th car for Team Penske. Is starting in fourth position, we have 2020 NASCAR Cup Series champion Chase Elliott in the 9 car for Hendrick Motorsports. Starting in fifth position, we have 2021 NASCAR Cup Series champion Kyle Larson in the 5 car for Hendrick Motorsports. Is starting in sixth position, we have 2017 NASCAR Xfinity champion and winner of the Daytona 500 earlier this year, William Byron in the 24 car for Hendrick Motorsports. Starting in seventh position, we have 2016 NASCAR Xfinity Series champion and winner at Atlanta earlier this year, Daniel Suarez in the 99 car for Trackhouse Racing. And starting in eighth position, we have Alex Bowman in the 48 car for Hendrick Motorsports. Starting in ninth position, we have Ross Chastain in the 1 car for Trackhouse Racing. And starting in 10th position, we have 2022 NASCAR Xfinity Series champion Ty Gibbs in the 54 car for Joe Gibbs Racing, looking for his first career Cup victory. Starting in 11th position, we have AJ Allmendinger in the 16 car for Kaulig Racing. Is starting in 12th position, we have 2021 Daytona 500 winner Michael McDowell in the 34 car for Front Row Motorsports. Starting in 13th position, we have Carson Osbar in the 77 car for Spire Motorsports. And starting in 14th position, we have Todd Gillen in the 38 car for Front Row Motorsports. Starting in 15th position, we have 2017 NASCAR Craftsman Truck Champion and 2024 Coca-Cola 600 winner Christopher Bell in the 20 car for Joe Gibbs Racing. And starting in 16th position, we have Xfinity Truck and 2018 Daytona 500 winner Austin Dillon in the 3 car for Richard Childress Racing. Starting in 17th position, we have Corey LaJoie in the 7 car for Spire Motorsports. And starting in 18th position, we have Bubba Wallace in the 23 car for 23XI Racing. Starting in 19th position, we have Noah Gragson in the 10 car for Stewart-Haas Racing. And starting in 20th position, we have 2022 NASCAR Craftsman Truck Champion Zane Smith in the 71 car for Spire Motorsports. Starting in the 21st position, we have 2017 NASCAR Cup Series Champion and winner of the Sonoma 4 times, Mart Jr. in the 19 car for Joe Gibbs Racing. And starting in 22nd position, we have Harrison Burton in the 21 car for the Wood Brothers. Starting in 23rd position, we have Chase Briscoe in the 14 car for Stewart-Haas Racing. And starting in 24th position, we have Will Brown in the 33 car for Rich Schultz Racing, who will make his NASCAR Cup Series debut later today. And will also have help from Shane Van Gisbergen as he'll make his debut. Starting in 25th position, we have 3-time Daytona 500 winner and current points leader Denny Hamlin in the 11 car for Joe Gibbs Racing. And starting in 26th position, we have 2015 NASCAR Xfinity Series champion Chris Buescher in the 17 car for RFK Racing. Starting in 27th position, we have Justin Haley in the 51 car for Rick Ware Racing. And starting in 28th position, we have 2022 Daytona 500 winner and the winner of last week's race, Austin Cindric in the 2 car for Team Penske. Starting in 29th position, we have 2-time NASCAR Cup champion and winner of 2 Sonoma Cup Series races, Kyle Busch in the 8 car for Richard Schultz Racing. And starting in 30th position, we have Ryan Preece in the 41 car for Stewart-Haas Racing. Starting in 31st position, we have Cam Waters in the 60 car for RFK Racing, who currently competes in Supercars, making his Cup Series debut. And starting in 32nd position, we have Josh Berry in the 4 car for Stewart-Haas Racing. Starting in 33rd position, we have 2-time NASCAR Xfinity Series champion and winner of the Daytona 500 last year, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the 47 car for JTG Doherty. And starting in 34th position, we have 2021 NASCAR Xfinity Series champion Daniel Hemrick in the 31 car for Kaulig Racing. Starting in 35th position, we have 2012 NASCAR Cup Series champion Brian Gonzalez in the 6 car for RFK Racing. And starting in 36th position, we have Kaz Grala in the 15 car for Rick Ware Racing. Starting in 37th position, we have John Hunter Nemechek in a 42 car for Legacy Motor Club. And starting in 38th in last place, we have 2015 NASCAR Craftsman Truck Champion, 2-time Southern 500 winner, Eric Jones in a 43 car for Legacy Motor Club. So that is the official starting lineup for this year's race at Sonoma. Some big things to watch for. The Chevys and the Fords looked really, really good in practice and qualifying. Hendrick, for the top 8 positions. You've got Bubba also, I think, is going to be faster as the race progresses and goes on. I think he'll be a top 10 car by the end of the race. I think Tyler Reddick and Ty Gibbs are the most likely other Toyotas who are also going to be fast in the race as well. But Penske looks really, really strong. Joey Logano showed some really good pace and speed. Of course, he went on to win the pole. But I think Cam Waters and Will Brown are going to be very, very fast in the race tomorrow afternoon, or later today, I should say. It's going to be a very, very exciting NASCAR Cup Series event. There's going to be a lot of drivers moving different places, and hopefully the racing can be good. But I am also a little worried about the racing product for today's Cup Series race. One of the big issues is this track did receive a repave recently, and the racing in Xfinity, while it did have its moments for sure, I don't think the racing was that great, to be perfectly honest. I know some drivers enjoyed the repave from earlier in the race, but I don't really expect the race to be the most exciting NASCAR Cup Series race overall today, because while the Xfinity Series can usually put on a good show, the racing isn't always great. I'm hoping I'm wrong, and we do get a very exciting and great NASCAR Cup Series race later today, but Sonoma's a track I'm not always very excited for. Hopefully, like I said, we can at least have a solid and good race. I also think drivers like Kyle Busch, because while Kyle Busch struggled today in qualifying, I certainly do think that Kyle Busch is going to have a fast enough car to get up front and contend for the victory later today. And like I said, you got to watch out for Will Brown and Cam Waters. We'll probably talk about those drivers later tonight as well, depending on their performance. And we'll also see some other drivers competing in the race today as well. This also, of course, is the final race for Fox. This is their last race of coverage for the Cup Series this year. And then we transition over to USA and NBC starting at the end of this year. So if you're looking forward to that, I'm glad Fox is done at the end of the year. And hopefully we'll see what happens going into the rest of the year. And we'll see how the Cup Series race is today. I'm hoping for at least a solid race. We'll see how it ends up going today. I think the Fords and Chevys are going to be the fastest. I think MTJ will also get up there by the end of the day, but he's been struggling a little bit in practice. Hopefully he can prove me wrong and have a solid enough run and can contend for a good finish later today at Sonoma Raceway. So that is going to be today's starting lineup video for the 2024 Toyota Save Mart 350 at Sonoma. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support on Patreon as well. Links description below that, and comment your thoughts below on today's video. Who's your pick to win the Toyota Save Mart 350 at Sonoma? Let me know your picks in the comments below. Later tonight on the channel, we'll have the NASCAR Cup Series race view from Sonoma, depending on how that goes. Then we'll also likely have a Will Brown video dropping on the channel. And then on Monday, we're going to have a NASCAR news video discussing news over the course of the last couple days. Then on Tuesday, we're going to have a special video dropping, probably 10 drivers who could join the Cup Series in 2025. We're also going to have some other videos dropping. We'll have more prediction videos dropping as we get farther into the year. And we'll get you guys set up and previewed for Iowa, as that is coming up very, very soon. Got a ton of great content dropping over the course of the next couple of weeks that I cannot wait for you guys to check out. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Thank you, everybody.